go live.
All right, well, I can't say what I was going to say now.
Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat.
You lost that. You started too quick.
Oh, man.
You start to quit.
Man, it's just so weird to me that Call of Duty is the 30 like I'm looking at everything ahead of Call of Duty in popularity. It's just there's a lot
One
of
more thing about Gen Con. We sold 24 UX decks.
nice.
I think
Put
this.
in the
I
chat.
think
what
the
you
stream
were
is still
gonna
down. It's still dead, by the way.
say. Well, it just restarted. It takes a moment for it to
Oh, does it?
populate. Yeah, so I'm watching it and it's live right now.
Oh, it's running. Okay, cool. It
It's
says the
your
video is
phone.
private.
It's your phone that's dead.
Your phone's just dead?
No, I'm just joking.
Shouldn't be private. Why is it private?
Okay, it's up now.
I don't know.
Is it live?
Hold on.
Okay, cool.
Hold on.
Alright.
Let me see. Okay, yeah. No, it's not private
Can
anymore.
they see me? Can
Okay,
they
it's
see
I'm
me?
right back.
Can they see me?
Yeah, we're back. Kabuki Kid just called it Returnaboom. So
Return to boom.
Wow, she's on it.
yeah. I don't know what happened there, ladies and germs, but we're back. We're back, baby.
Did you call me bacterium?
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know.
Just don't call
I
me
mean,
Shirley.
Just what were you gonna say? You weren't gonna say anything.
I can't. I can't.
You can't.
Why? Why you can't put it in the chat?
I cannot. No, it's too much. It's too much to do. Too much talk.
All right,
Too
all right,
much.
that's fine. That's fine.
We'll have
Everybody
to
stop watching for like 30 seconds.
We'll have to end
So
early
all
and have
the-
grievances.
All right, everybody's looking away.
Mhm.
Is
Nobody-
it over? Is it over?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's one of those things where it's like, I mean, you think that, if we could just get 1% of the people that love Call of Duty. But the thing about people that love Call of Duty, it's like they'll go buy a Call of Duty mug, or they'll buy a
No, I disagree. Like I
what
think
was
you
that
just have
dungeon
to
game?
sell them the minis.
What was that
Sell
deck
them the
building dungeon
minis
game
that they could just-
everybody went crazy for? That deck building dungeon game.
Clegg?
No, it was a video game.
Oh, Slay the Spire.
Yeah. So
no, but even Slay the Spire didn't yet do. I don't remember how it did.
I thought it did. I thought it did huge.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Slay the Spire did pretty good.
There's video games that do.
Thank you,
have
girly
crossover.
gamer. I appreciate you saying that. I had a lot of fun with my daughter, so it was. We had a great time.
Contention games.
Slay the Spire did 4 mil.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah. They
barely.
3.9, but 4. Yeah.
Wow, what's that? Yeah, that's not bad. Huh?
TMG was in talks with them to make a board game before.
Rainbow Six Siege did 1.5 million, despite the fact they're attached to fucking Mythic. I mean, like, yeah, I don't think it's a video game thing. I think it's just a
Yeah, maybe they need to rework it.
yeah. Well, yeah. I mean,
I'm sure they
Do a
will.
pretty page.
what's that? What's that?
That's
Monster
nice.
Hunter. Yeah, I'm curious. Now I'm looking at all these video games to see what they do.
So so my big thing with that is that I think, and I
The Gambler's Chest finally shipped.
in
What
in-
did?
Gambler's Chest.
Oh yeah, I got my.
The hell froze over basically.
Did you get yours?
Got 2 of them. I don't know why I bought 2. I don't remember why.
One for the library.
It's an unplayable game in the library, honestly.
It's
Yeah.
It's got a million
Monster Hunter
pieces.
made 4 million euros. I mean, like
The board game.
yeah. Well, the second one did 4 million euros. The first one did 4.8 million dollars. Like, it's not a video game thing.
No.
I think what it is that it's got to have the right. You got to hit the right group of people, right? I mean, it just sounds like a really stupid thing to say, but I mean, you just have to hit that target, and you gotta stick the landing. And that's the biggest thing. And it's just, and the more things.
Dude, Apex Legends made 832,000 just a couple months ago. And their project, I didn't feel like their campaign was that good either. Like, every single video game that I'm looking at that would
Maybe
be
the
like,
genre is not the right. Maybe for video games, the arena combat is not part of, there's not. Monster Hunter has a crossover with dungeon people. Like,
You know,
shit, Kingdom of Monster is a Monster Hunter game. Kevin
But what's
Wilson's new
more-
game is a Monster Hunter game. By the way, is awesome. Have you not? That game is sweet. Kinfire.
Fire
Kinfire.
Chronicles. Oh, that
I-
would
I
look.
loved it.
I looked inside the box. I was impressed. I want to play it.
For
It's
me, it's
really-
one of those
it's really
things.
nice.
Is what's more interesting? Is it like? I mean, I don't. I mean, what was that? What was that game that? What was it? Check Games or WizKids made a while back. That was the first person shooter board
Yeah,
game.
Hughes.
Adrenaline.
Yeah, Adrenaline.
No, Adrenaline. that's-
Adrenaline. yeah.
Yeah.
But it was unlicensed.
Yeah. I guess my thing about it is that it's like you could maybe get me excited if you were like, hey, play this first person shooter game that's like a campaign game. You know, like you do this one, then you go on to the next one, and you do this one. But this is like a deathmatch game. This is like a skirmish miniatures game. Which, and I don't want to second guess anybody else, but a skirmish miniatures game is like one of those things where if you are going to present people with that, most people are already playing. People that want to play miniatures games are already
Lance.
playing miniatures games.
I'm pretty sure Apex Legends is a skirmish miniature games as well. Like, and it made
Yeah.
$800,000. Like, I just think they just fumbled the fuck out of it. Like I'm looking at video game after video game after video game that's like somewhat applicable. Is bad. I mean, like I'm like trying to find other video games that like were Kickstarter board games that didn't hit the mark to see if there's like some crossover, but it's I don't know. And once again, it's still early-ish, I guess. No, it's not really, is it?
I think this one. I mean, they'll either. Again, I don't know better or worse than anybody at Arcane Wonders, and I want them to do very, very well. But
It's a fun game. I demoed it at Origins. I liked it.
I would. I mean, I don't know. Pull the plug, redo it. I mean,
Focus on those pre-painted minis on the front. I mean, like that's
Yeah.
what's gonna sell a lot of units to a lot of Call of Duty fans, I feel like.
I don't think so. I honestly I don't think because I don't want to. And if you like Call of Duty and you enjoy Call of Duty, that's fine. But Call of Duty has a culture, if you will, and I don't think that culture transfers over really well to board game people.
Do you think Apex Legends does?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Like, what's the difference?
I don't know. I mean, I could be wrong. I mean, maybe. I mean, you would think Apex Legends would have done more than 800,000 too, right?
I personally, yeah. I thought their campaign was pretty meh. Thought their stretch goals were pretty garbage. They tried to focus on a whole bunch of different game modes when most people who play Apex Legends play the one game mode.
Yeah.
Our skirmish games really. Are skirmish games really big in the hobby? I mean, other than like war gamers, is that
Yeah, sure.
that's still a big genre?
Oh yeah.
Because I'm like, Call of Duty. I think I don't know about the modern ones, but you know the original ones, the people in World War II and all that, they poured over to, you know, like the 2-player games. Yeah, I'm trying to think of the one Mayfair did years ago, or Mayday. Who the hell was it? They poured over to games like that, though. I'm saying, you know, I don't know about this newer generation with the Call of Duty. A lot of them just like to scream at each other over the microphone. Is what I gather from the video game on that particular front. But yeah, I'm with Forrest on this. I think it was just a poor presentation. Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm looking at another one that just was this year too, Dead Cells from the Scorpion Mask, and that one I'm pretty sure crushed as well.
Memoir, that's the one I was trying to think of. Memoir 44.
Dead Cells. Yeah, that's a good game.
Yeah, I mean,
Good video game. I mean, board game.
Yeah, it made 1.4 million Canadian. So what's that?
I mean,
It's
yeah,
like 100,000 or two.
seems like most of the video games are pretty solid. They bring in a big chunk.
I
How did Sniper Elite do?
Ooh, yeah. that's a
Sniper
good
Elite's one of the best hidden movement games I've ever played. So I don't know why. I don't know if it's getting the recognition.
Is that
I
on
think it's an awesome game.
Kickstarter? Sniper Elite Kickstarter. It hits. Oh, that one only hit 91,000 pounds. Okay. There we
Yeah.
go.
heavy game.
What's that? What'd you say?
I said it's a heavy game, 91,000 pounds.
Heavy.
Did
How
I-
By
many
the way,
stones is that?
I got a shipping notice for my Cthulhu Wars.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
How popular
Or-
is Sniper Elite as a video game? Just out of curiosity.
Pretty popular.
Is it?
Yeah,
Well, there we
they're
go.
like four. I think they're number 4 in 4
Oh, are
sequels.
they?
Wow.
I think so.
Hey,
All right,
Evan,
since we got so many, let's do the initials. We haven't done one in a while.
5. There's
Hey,
five Sniper Elites.
hey, Evan.
Yeah.
You know what the
Yeah, you were
cool
talking that
down
one up
song
again.
was on my
Closed
Peloton
caption.
ride today?
No.
Black.
Nice.
What?
You knew who I was thinking of.
Oh yeah.
What was that? Matt?
The cool down song on my Peloton ride today was Black by
Oh.
Peloton. I thought of Evan.
I
crushed
know someday you'll have a beautiful life. I know you'll be the sun.
Yeah,
and
he
somebody
crushed
else
it on
the
Saturday
sky.
night.
But why? Why can't it be mine?
You're stealing Evan's thunder. What
Yeah.
was that like? I've been playing with. It was a live band karaoke, right? Is
Yeah, it's
that-
live
am I
band
getting
karaoke.
the-
It's
I
fun,
wanted
man.
to do that. I was
Well,
so tired. That
it's a
looks
good
so
time.
fun though.
Was the band professional, or were they just people coming?
Oh,
up
they
and
were
playing?
professional.
They were
Okay, I
good,
was gonna
yeah.
say if we're just people coming up playing an instrument, that could go.
No.
horribly
I
wrong
think
They
they
really
got
quick.
hired for the event for sure.
Yeah,
Okay,
they were a really good
okay.
cover band. They were doing
Yeah.
some
They
cover
were
stuff
good.
before.
Like the singer would screw up and they'd be right on it too.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was good. Yeah,
All right, CC
CC.
Rider.
see, senor.
Yeah, here we go.
Take it, CC.
Welcome back, everybody. It's time to play the initials.
Initials
Debuted in
game.
1970. In a sense, covered in wine. Showing a lack of proper concern is an alternative definition of the second word.
Say that again.
Showing a lack of proper concern is an alternate definition of the second word.
Churlish. Insubordinate and churlish.
Features a sword in its logo. Often represented by the letter C. Final clue. This professional sports team is famously connected to LeBron James. Forrest.
Cleveland Cavaliers.
Cleveland
Uh,
Cavaliers.
Yeah, sword. That makes sense.
To be
Right.
Cavalier. I got it.
Yes.
yeah.
Number 1. Originally from Germany. These were featured in 2004's Mean Girls. Appeared in 1971's Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. In 2003's Elf, Buddy claimed this is one of the 4 main food
Matt.
groups. Matt.
Candy corn?
Everyone.
see-
Forrest.
Chocolate chip.
Anyone else?
Oh, now I know.
Clue number 5.
Barry,
Tradition. Barry.
candy cane.
Candy cane is
Yeah.
correct.
I was
That's
making
clue-
sure everybody went. I wasn't
Clue number
sure.
5 was traditionally red and white.
Thought I had it.
Clue number 1. Can stand on his head. Had yellow eyes in 1951. sang "'Twas Brillig"?
Oh, I know this one.
Clue number 4. Commonly invisible.
Aldi,
Aldi.
Cheshire Cat.
Cheshire Cat.
Nice.
Correct. The Tim Burton Alice in Wonderland movie was mostly forgettable, but the Cheshire Cat was amazing in that. I love the one line he says when he wears the Mad Hatter's hat for that one scene. He goes, he has to give it back, and he says, "Goodbye, sweet hat." It's just like, it's just so sad. And I always giggle whenever I think of it. Here we go. Connected to Pitbull in 2017. Connected to Shifting Patterns. Connected to 2006's An Inconvenient Truth. Number 4. Connected to sea levels.
Aldi,
Aldi.
climate change.
Climate change is
There you go.
correct. Well done. Aldi pulls into the lead. Remember, it's everybody's game still. Clue number 1.
My
The term was coined in the 1980s. Sometimes connected to mystery. Connected to the X-Files franchise.
Barry,
Off Barry.
cold case.
And
Good shit. Good guess though.
often created at night. Good thought. Prominently featured in 2002's Signs.
Evan.
Evan.
Bat.
Crop circle.
Rock Circles is correct. You ever seen the thing about how those guys make it?
Yeah, yeah,
With
it's
the
pretty
big
interesting.
wooden boards and stuff.
Yeah,
Cool stuff.
Shyamalan's daughter's actually directing her first movie coming up soon. Sounds pretty cool too. I forget
How
the
did
name of it.
aliens get wooden boards?
Good question.
Did you guys hear about the aliens?
Which ones?
Aliens are around. They're in our world. and-
Oh yeah, there was.
Oh,
the-
that guy that testified?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've been
Hot.
talking about
Did
you
this
hear
for
they made a
2
TV
years.
show out of
non-human
the
matter, or what
fucking-
was it?
Yeah,
What was the
Yeah.
term they used? It was
it was.
non-human biologicals.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
What does that mean?
NHBs.
Did you hear they made a TV show out of the Nathan Pyle comic strip?
Oh yeah, I did hear something about that.
What's Nathan Pyle's comment?
He's those little aliens that are like that just comment
Oh,
on.
There's a board game of that too, a little party game. No, they made a
Oh,
TV
is there?
show. It's not great. It's a little party game.
All right, sorry, Lance, go.
No, you're fine.
Really?
Clue number 1. Rue brought this home in 2010's Despicable Me. Was invented by a dentist. Once went by Fairy Floss.
Barry,
Matt.
Barry
cotton candy.
is correct. Well done.
They still call it that in the UK, I think.
We still do down here.
Invented by a dentist. What a jerk.
1 out of 5 dentists says it's a good idea. That guy.
What was it?
Weird.
I mean,
You need more replacements. That's very strange.
when the Far
He's creating customers.
when the Far Side comic strip came out, there's all the people that kind of copied it, and I remember this. I can't remember the name of it, but there's this one that said 4 out of 5 dentists agree you should brush your teeth after every meal. And it showed these 4 sentences. There's the 5th dentist off to the side. He's like smoking cigarettes. He's got a beer can in his hand. He's like, I'm sure he got something better to do. Don't laugh. All right, clue number 1. Commonly connected to late night talk shows. Connected to Tony Mendez and
Aldi.
David. Go ahead.
Q card.
U card is correct. Look at that. It didn't even get the second one done.
Q starts with a Q. What?
Ah. All right.
Queuue. Everyone knows how to spell it.
Yeah.
Aldi in the lead with 3, Barry with 2, Evan with 1, Forrest with 1, Matt.
Goose egg.
Wait, I have one.
Which
one did I get?
Does work.
Wait, which one did I
You got
get?
the Cavaliers
Oh, yeah.
back
of course.
10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Here you go. Clue number 1. Features an acknowledgement. Often seen on stage. Sometimes features holding a hat. Involves a return.
Matt.
Go ahead.
This is probably wrong. The can.
What is a Karen can?
Can. It's like the dance with the.
Oh,
rockets,
okay.
Oh, Barry.
Barry.
Curtain call.
Curtain call
Hey.
is correct. Well
That,
done.
that sounds correct.
Where'd you get that?
That was
Scott,
good,
I'm a
man.
little stoned. I'm a little behind tonight.
Okay.
It just the
Not as behind as me, apparently, and I'm
That's
sober as a
great.
judge.
So
It's a process of elimination.
when Ted Williams hit a home run in his final at bat, and the crowd went crazy and cheered and was like basically start chanting his name to get him to come out and give a curtain call, doff the cap and
Yeah.
wave. And he
That-
didn't come out. And the radio announcer said, why, it's like the color commentator says, why doesn't he come out? And the Boston Red Sox radio announcer said, gods rarely answer prayers. Just
What?
because he was a god. He was like,
Yeah,
Ted Williams is commonly
How
considered
does that relate to curtain call?
because he wouldn't go out for his last curtain call when he hit a home run
no,
with
that's
the final
good.
at bat. Just an anecdote. It was a sports anecdote.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I
I don't
didn't
know
catch
nothing
the
about
curtain call part.
They wanted him to come out and do a curtain call. All right, here we go. Connected to 1994's Clerks.
Aldi.
Go ahead. 5,
That's not it.
4.
Candy
3.
cigarettes.
Mm.
Connected to
I don't know why I thought that.
2001's Donnie Darko. Connected to 1984's This Is Spinal Tap. Connected to 1998's The Big Lebowski. Connected to 1975's The Rocky Horror Picture Show. Art, often considered obscure, that finds a dedicated, lasting fan
Horse.
base. Forrest.
Cult classic.
Cult
Uh,
classic is
There you go.
correct.
That's not
Nice.
good clues.
what'd you say, Scott?
We're not good clues.
I think
Ah.
the fifth one wrapped it up at the end.
There was no cult classics there.
Rocky
Really?
Horror Picture
Rocky
Show?
Horror Picture
That's the
Show?
only one. That's the
Yeah.
only one.
Really?
Out of all that
Lebowski
list.
Fest is held every year.
That's
I
not a
was
cult
gonna
classic.
That is a cult classic. You see people dressed as the dude every year for Halloween.
Yeah,
Every year.
I
agree.
rewatched that for the first time in a few years, and man, that movie holds up. It is so good.
Agreed.
That scene when he goes over to he's at the pornographer guy's house and he goes over and he scratches the thing and he's just looking at it. And the fact that it's in his pocket still when he goes, the cop is going through his wallet.
I'm sorry.
I want to watch it.
Oh, it's so good. Oh man, that movie's so good. Just he goes, stay out of Malibu. Lebowski."
Donnie Darko is not a cult classic. Nobody cares about that movie.
I disagree.
That's a good movie. Here we go.
Yeah, I'm gonna use Scott.
They don't.
Stay out of Malibu, deadbeat.
And Clerks was pretty hot when it came out. I don't understand how that was
Clerks
its
like
own
your-
class.
I like your jerk off name and your jerk off attitude.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
Repeat that.
I have used that line so many times, and somebody starts telling me something. I just like, oh, they get done. And I say, "I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention." Here we go.
Here we go.
These were in 1984's Gremlins. An animated Benedict Cumberbatch character tried to avoid these in a 2018 movie.
You know what his fans are called?
Cumberbitch. Oh,
Go on.
Is it Cumberbitches?
It's Cumberbitches, yeah.
Cumberbitches, yeah.
Really? That's
Connected
great.
to Charlie Brown in 1965. An iconic literary title adds before this.
Barry.
Of course. Damn it.
Barry's first.
Christmas Carol.
Christmas
I'm what?
Carol.
Yeah, I
Come
thought
on.
it was Barry too.
I don't know about that.
You always complain about the time. It's got to get better internet. son
No
of a bitch.
checking, you just calls your name. So I guess I gotta live with it.
I gotta go with my gut. You know how it is. Christmas time is here. Okay, here you go. Connected to Louisville, Kentucky. Connected to Zaire in 1974.
Zaire.
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 Country?
Commonly connected to rings. Connected to a famous quote involving two insects. Changed names in the 1960s.
Aldi.
Aldi.
Charlie Chaplin?
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, Scott. But
Final clue.
Rings, that makes sense.
Yeah.
The legendary athlete, nicknamed the Greatest, was born with this name, but changed
Barry.
it. Go ahead, Barry.
Cassius Clay, Muhammad
Cassius
Ali.
Oh,
Clay. There
yeah.
we go.
There you go.
Barry, crushing.
How many's he got? 5?
He's
I
got
don't know.
5. Evan, you're out. Matt, you're out.
Come on.
Forrest, you can tie. There's 3 left. Forrest can tie. Aldi can run the table
Run the tables, Scott.
and win the whole damn thing.
Don't worry, I got
Not
the
possible.
tie.
Not
Here,
possible.
let me text you the answers here.
He'll still buzz in a second too late.
Ah! See, that's why we all hate each other. So much. Oh look, I got a Facebook message from Kabuki Kid. I think he crashed. Yeah, that was a while ago. You know,
That was a while ago.
so anyway, here we go. 3 left. Number 1. Blind inventor Ralph Titor invented the modern version of this. in the
Aldi.
Go ahead.
Closed caption.
Damn it.
There you go.
Oh, yeah. I had that loaded. I got that loaded up too.
Come on.
Let me finish.
Oh, of course it's not
Yeah,
closed
sure.
caption. I'm blind.
Blind inventor Ralph Titor invented the modern version of this in the 1940s. This is a system. Commonly connected to a button. Connected to 1997's Speed 2. Most commonly connected to motor vehicles.
Horse.
Go ahead, Forrest.
Cruise control.
Cruise
Yeah.
control.
I jumped the
is
gun with
it.
the blindness.
Yeah.
All right,
That
Forrest.
makes no
if you-
sense.
Forrest, if you can get the next 2. If you can get
Let's
the next
go.
2, or Aldi, if you get the next 2. Barry, you get any of these, or if Matt or Evan get one, Barry's winning.
Game
take one.
Vegas.
2 left. Here we go.
There you go.
Often connected to celebrities. Often connected to careers and reputations. This often starts online.
Matt,
Barry.
Matt,
cattle call.
Perry, do you want to come in?
I'll try. Yeah. Cancel culture.
Oh,
With the win!
Oh,
Perry!
nice.
dang.
And
Nice.
All right, what's the last one?
the finisher off. Here we go.
Barry was
This-
inevitable.
This made noise in 2012's Hotel Transylvania. Originated in the US in the 1800s. Connected to Philadelphia. Commonly connected to frosting.
Barry.
Barry.
Cheesecake. No?
Matt,
Matt.
I don't know if it's 2 words, but cupcake.
Connected to wontons. Final clue. Famously appear as a schmear on bagels.
Force.
Aldi.
Forrest.
Cream cheese.
Yeah,
Cream cheese is correct.
What does that have to do with wontons?
Cream cheese wontons, baby.
It's a thing.
What are you
Ragoons.
talking about?
You've never had cream cheese wontons?
That's not a thing.
Yeah,
Never
it
heard of
is. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's like
Yeah,
I-
yeah,
there-
yeah, it is.
It is.
It is.
Yeah.
I'm not down. I've just never heard of it.
you I mean there's not a
It's
Chinese
usually has
restaurant.
crab. It's called crab rangoon.
Crab ragoon.
Oh,
yeah.
crab rangoon. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know you put him in like
Us
Poppers.
uncultured hooligans up here in Minnesota just called them cream cheese wontons.
Really? What is wrong with you people? It's crab rangoon, bro. Come on.
Is it still called
Good.
crab rangoon?
Yeah, Jen eats them all the time.
Is that offensive?
I don't know.
Should I
I'm just
stop
wondering
calling
if
it
I
that?
just don't know if that's
No idea.
that's what they're still called.
Is it offensive?
That's a fair
Mm.
question. Someone's offended by everything now.
That's true.
Good
Yeah,
game, Barry.
Good job, Barry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Barry.
Well, Matt gave me the can one. That's what triggered the curtain call. My mind's funny. Certain things will trigger it, and certain things just process of elimination. Yeah.
Yeah, I was surprised closed captioning didn't come up.
Yeah, so am I actually.
Yeah, it was weird. That seems like it'd be something that would be in there.
Or Mr. Chaplin. Yeah.
Yeah. I went too far down the people route. Coco
Yeah.
Chanel, Charlie Chaplin, Chris Cooper.
Yeah, there was a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
CC.
Technically, only 2 sports ones. Cleveland Cavaliers.
Is it
and
like
Cassius Clay.
106 where you guys live at all? Anyone?
Nah.
Not
No.
today.
Just me?
We hit like
I don't,
85.
I don't live like on the 7th layer of hell up there.
Yeah,
It's
really.
a really shitty fucking year. Summer.
Yeah.
Probably gonna lose my plants again.
Oof.
Mm.
Would you say it's a cruel?
Better what's your plans
Summer?
then?
Cruel summer. Da-da-da.
True summer. Here. can't stop
Evan, you
this.
gonna go to BGG Con?
Heck yeah. I'll be there.
I am not.
Scott used to.
I can only put up with Scott once a year.
Scott used to have the. Well, I don't know. It was, but they used to. You guys used to do the rock band stuff or whatever, or the karaoke stuff, basically. But
I
you
think
guys
we
don't-
stopped. Did we stop doing that? I think.
Yeah,
thought we
well, you moved it to that one auditorium, and it kind of sucked in there, and then it was just kind of like there was that one place that you did it. It was like it was really good because it was.
It was a
kind of
room on the
Well,
side.
yeah, it was the right size room. It was kind of intimate in there, intimate, whatever. It was,
Anime.
yeah, that'll work.
Yeah, I don't know.
But it was just
don't know
kind
if
of a
we do
nice
it
setting.
anymore.
But the other one, like it was just like like when you get everybody, they're kind of forced to be relatively close to each other when you do it, then it's like, you know, for lack of a better term, it's like it just feels more I don't know, it just feels like you're all there and like it's more of
Might have outgrown it.
yeah, I mean,
Although,
but I do
I mean,
remember,
the 75,000 tickets that Gen Con sold is basically not helped BGG at all. I mean, you know, we're still.
Oh,
not
is that the
sold out.
attendance numbers?
You can still buy tickets for BGG Con. What was it, 75,000 or 70?
Oh, really?
I didn't know they announced it
85,000? I
yet.
don't know. We're hearing all these numbers like
Oh, Gen
hey,
Con
when
breaks
does
attendance
the
records in
when does
2023.
the exhibitor hotel block open up for that? You know,
it's already open.
God, I gotta see if we did.
Yeah, you should check your email.
Ugh.
It might be already being. We're in the process of closing it, so you better get your room.
You better get your room. You're so smart.
The
I got
QsCon hotel's full up.
Oh yeah, QsCon. Where's QsCon?
Syracuse.
How big is the
Syracuse.
hotel?
I don't know, but
Probably not big.
no, probably not that big.
Is it
It's,
900 rooms?
Mike Giuliano's thing.
I keep meaning to go one of these years, but
It's a 3-hour drive for me. I really should go.
yeah, you should.
Gen Con.
I'm at my away from home maximum with the wife, so
Oh yeah, likewise.
Did you guys see Gen Con renewed their contract with Indy through 2030?
oh wow.
I guess that talk about threatening to leave is not true.
Dude,
Was that over now?
I like
Where's the hotel? What hotel is it at again?
Hyatt Regency.
All right, I got my room. Never mind.
I'll be honest with you, Gen Con, I feel like Gen Con's crushing it right now. I feel like Indianapolis is crushing it. I feel like their big plan is to just make the football stadium really feel like part of Gen Con. And I feel like by
still haven't
moving,
been out to that.
I guess
thing.
none of the
it's
social
so
issues
good.
affect you.
I'm from
You live in
Indiana.
Indiana, don't you? Oh,
I'm
yeah,
from
you-
Indiana. Trust
yeah.
me, I'm used to it. I see that shit every day. It's deep red. But
Yeah.
the bottom line is, I remember they mentioned a couple of years ago, it's centrally located to the majority of the United States, unless you're like on the West Coast, and it hosts the shit out of Gen Con.
There's a lot
Like-
of people on the
like
West
just-
Coast, by the way.
I know, but I'm still saying like it's Indiana is centrally located way more than New York
Sure.
or Los
I'm a
Angeles.
genius. I got 2 rooms.
Oh.
I'm smart.
He is smart.
No, but like what they did, they moved the block party, and it was like you didn't go, right, Scott?
No.
Like that block, like, oh my god, that was insane. Like there was like 40 food trucks lined up. They had the whole road closed down. It was
Oh yeah.
Didn't they do that
Yeah.
last time?
no,
Maybe
it's
that-
Well, did you
2019
guys
or
see
something?
that
I feel like that was in 2019.
they didn't have the food trucks in the same place that they had for like
Yeah, they
every
moved
single
it.
year forever?
yeah. I think that was on purpose. I think they're trying
Yeah.
to like just make the Indianapolis Convention Center, and I feel like they're trying to make the football stadium more of a focus for it. Like
It was close. It was right outside the football stadium.
like you could literally walk through the front doors of the Colts stadium and they were checking badges. Like that was so weird. But
What is in this stadium, Forrest?
hundreds of tables on the field. They have the Gen Con Games Library, which if they open it 24 hours like Origins, I think would be, or not 24 hours, but if they made that part of your ticket, I think that'd be huge for them. And I think that would really do what they want to do.
Mhm.
And then in the second, like in the actual suites where, you know, like rich people buy
Yeah.
stuff, they had a bunch of companies that rented those out. Like I went to a press meeting in one of the suites, and then I'm pretty sure in the 300s as well, they had suites for like that were bigger, but I didn't go to any of those.
Hmm.
But yeah, it was a lot of people when I visited there. And I think if they just made that, I really wish they'd make the that games library 24 hours like Friday and Saturday. I think that'd be amazing.
I'm
Yeah.
wondering what the cost of that, because that's got to be union with the stadium, and that's that
I don't know.
I don't think cost wise.
I think money's not an issue. Yeah.
Really?
Ah,
In fact, they might use it as a way to keep them to stay.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what they're doing.
They're probably not paying much for it, if anything.
they built another hotel like right behind Lucas Oil Stadium, and like and like I chilled there for a little bit because I was waiting for a meeting, and like you would just see people walk from the food trucks into the Lucas Oil Stadium, much like, you know, some of the people, I remember who said it, Matt said, they hadn't checked it out yet. Like they hadn't been in Lucas Oil Stadium. They just, their eyes just lit up because it's
Yeah,
so
it's
weird walking to
overwhelming.
a football stadium and it's nothing
Yeah.
but board games. Plus they have the concession stands up in there. There's plenty of places to sit and eat. It's awesome.
Hey, you want to say something cool about Last Light?
I guess.
Ha.
When is the last light gonna go out? How many more weeks?
So I like, ugh, I mean, like, I don't know. I mean, like, the big question is, I don't know for sure, but we're hoping September we'll have it.
2 more
No,
months. Okay.
Literally, Peter Atkinson heard about it and specifically said I need to get a copy. And bought
So
one.
you're putting 6 copies into BGG library, or 12?
Well, I mean, like, for
Peter
like,
Vaughn sent me a dozen copies of Flamecraft, and it was like the #1 game.
Number
who,
one.
who did what?
Saying.
Now?
Peter
I
Vaughn.
mean, honestly,
He's just saying.
I would.
Oh.
I mean, I don't think sending you a small handful of the retail edition is a problem at all.
Yeah, you should.
Speaking of
Please.
Peter Vaughn, we were talking about games at Gen Con that made an impression. Critter Kitchen. I really liked it.
Oh, I was talking to him about that. I really want to play that.
I really enjoyed the snot.
Who
out
makes
of that.
Critter Kitchen?
It's the
Uh,
premise
Turn
here.
out-
He's gonna walk over my like guy that owns Gen Con, like literally was like, I need to get a copy of this. Will you please sell me one? Like, didn't ask for a free one or nothing.
Well, that's his game.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I thought it was.
But
his
no,
game.
no. I mean, I
fine.
mean, it was like one of those things where it was like, oh, well, hey, we're not selling anything to anybody, and then like, I guess I did sell one to an exhibitor, the guy who owns the exhibitor hall or whatever. Like, we did sell one to him. I was a little starstruck when the founder of Wizards of the Coast was like, I desperately want a copy of this game, and so we were like,
They're in some hot water right now.
Did you fanboy on them, Lance?
Who is?
You know my favorite part of this? I was
Watsy.
there when Lance told Roy
What?
about this, and Roy was like, "Oh, cool." It's like,
he had no idea who he was.
yeah,
He
I
had
didn't
no
have any idea who he was when you said it too.
Oh.
It's just like I was like, "Oh, okay, who's this guy?"
I reached out to him and I said, hey, if you like it, make sure you tell all your friends. And he said he would.
He said he didn't have any friends. Then you felt bad.
I felt shame for bringing it up.
You go 2 bucks and feel shame after 2 minutes.
Good call, Matthew. That's where I was going on that one. So
Come on, man.
Yeah, and then you go in the box and you feel shame.
And then after 2 minutes, you go free.
Yeah. And when he's like hitting him with the thing, well, hi, so that's when you hit him up. Yeah, he's just clubbing the board.
The spearing is comes out and he hits him like
Yeah. Slapshot, the movie, everyone. Jeez.
I haven't seen it.
You've
Yep,
never
what?
seen Slapshot? I mean, the ending is weak, but everything up to the ending is just fantastic.
You talking about the new one?
No,
Nah,
there's a
talking
new
one from the
Paul
70s.
Newman, old school.
Yeah.
I love the moment where like the Hanson brothers start that fight before the thing even starts, and then everybody's going crazy and they're singing the national anthem, and the one guy's got like tissue paper in both of his nose, and he's sitting there. And the rock,
That was
and
like
then
me in the hospital.
And then the ref just comes over and he goes, I'm warning you right now. One thing, if you screw up one time, he's like,
listen to
screaming
the
at the guy,
fucking
I'm listening to the fucking song. Yeah, I was like,
What are you doing? I'm putting on the foil, coach.
yeah, put it on the foil, coach. Want some foil? That's just, oh man, that's such a
Haven't
good
seen
movie. Are you really? I mean, that's
Really?
just so weird. It's just like
Yeah, I guess that's some of it.
I only see
Good
the one
movie.
stuff.
Yeah, I like it a lot too.
Good piece of
what does he say? Who the guy gets hurt and he's like, so and so hurt. It's like, you ready, boys? And they you know, just so good. Good stuff. No, classic movie. Like I said, definitely. First of all, one, it is a product of its time, so you have to give it a pass on some of the terminology and whatever that they use.
Oh no, they won't. It'll be canceled.
And then
Paul
and
Newman
then,
will roll over in his grave.
and then the two, like I said, it's like it's a great movie until like they get towards like the last like 10-15 minutes. It's like they didn't know how to end the movie, so they just kind of go with it. So anyway. I don't know. Does anybody have any other Gen Con moments or memories?
You know what? I want to give a huge shout out to Renegade Games because they had a hell of a press event. It was the best press event that I have ever went to for probably 10 to 20 companies that have went to press events before. They, aside from a couple things that I think they could have done better, they got probably about 15 to 20 of us in there. And then the main guy there pretty much laid out everything that they're doing over the next year. Like stuff that like,
Is this online
please.
somewhere?
No. This is like, they were just like, please don't tell anybody. Like we are telling you big,
Why?
big things that we're well.
Why would they tell you something? That they
Well,
don't wanna tell
only if you let me
anybody?
finish the
Scott,
story, I'll tell you.
Stop walking all over him, Scott.
All right. So as you know, Renegade Games has a lot of big licenses. You know, they got the Power Rangers and the My Little Pony and all that stuff. And they also they have the stuff from Avalon Hill. So they got like Robo Rally and Diplomacy and Axis and Allies and all this. And they told us all these really big announcements they had. And they're like, hey, here's the thing. These are going to be big games that have big pre-existing audiences that are probably going to buy them. So you want to, we think this would be a great fit potentially for your channel. This is a game we really want to get in your hands because come next year's Gen Con or come in about 6 months, there's going to be a huge announcement and you'll already have the base game and then you can just jump right into this one. And they really broke down everything they're doing and exactly who might be interested in it. And it was really well done. And then they talked about their referral link, but it was much more aimed. It was less telling us what's coming. It was equal telling us what's coming and at the same time telling us why we need to cover it so we can, get the views and make the money on the click-through links. It was really well done. Like, I don't know if I'm doing the credit to it, but it was, because here's the thing. I actually did another
But they
video.
don't tell you what it is.
They did. Oh, they did. Here's the thing. This was the one thing I didn't like about it.
I guess I don't understand why the secrecy.
Because it's not finalized some of it yet. Like
So you got to
stuff
sign an
could fall
NDA
through.
or something?
No, there was none of that. They were just like honor system. We're banking on you not talking to people about this stuff.
Come on, really?
Oh, they want
Oh,
you to
yeah.
release it. They want you to.
No,
They
I
want you to-
don't think
Okay.
so because it some of them involve like pretty big IPs. And it was
But I don't understand why you have a press event where the press can't say anything.
because it's not about us saying stuff. I think it's about us particularly picking up their lifestyle games,
Did you have
learning
to,
those
like,
games,
apply
making
to go
content
to
for this.
this thing, or could any?
No, it was an email blast. It was a press thing. And then afterwards, they had three separate people there.
Just can't comprehend the strategy there, but whatever.
Oh, I disagree. I think it was fantastic. As a content creator, I'm covering Robo Rally. I came out with Robo Rally and the expansions, and I now have plans to cover Robo Rally because I know the future for Robo Rally. I know there is a future for Robo Rally, and I know what it is. And
Don't
I
say
say,
anymore. Don't break
well,
your
obviously,
NDA.
I'm not going.
NDA.
No. It's not broken.
It's
Obviously,
I know, but you just said Robo Rally.
Well, yeah, they have Robo Rally. They have 2 expansions for Robo Rally.
Sure.
They announced a 3rd expansion for Robo Rally, and there's more expansions for Robo Rally that are super excited that I can't talk about. That's not breaking an NDA,
Okay.
but it was just the way they pitched it. Like they had me seriously considering asking for a review copy of Axis and Allies and talk to my buddy Adam. Like, do you want to get together for some Axis and Allies nights because of the stuff they have planned for Axis and Allies? Like, and I would never, ever consider asking them for it. But after this, I was like, maybe I should. Like, they were talking about like these games and how they have these big built-in lifestyle gamers and how you can just kind of like, it was kudos. And I want to give them extra credit because I trashed them the last time I went to their press event. I think like pre-2019, because it was a bunch of glad handing fucking wait for everybody to clap. Terrible. It was terrible. This one was just a complete 180. It was the best press event I've ever went to. Hands down. Great. Great.
Except you can't talk about it.
Well, yeah,
Well, you
I'm not.
can't talk about it.
That's not the point. The point is that now I am going to be invested in Robo Rally.
That's not a press event.
Yeah,
That's
it
a
is.
private marketing event. Do you
Well,
not agree?
They invited.
See,
No, they invited
Hey,
press
everybody.
people.
I did.
They
I
I
invited
don't
press people. What else?
understand that Apple. I mean, there could be private stuff, I guess, for Apple. So whatever.
Well,
Maybe-
there is some stuff that I can talk about right now, but
Sure.
this was the problem with it. This was the one thing I didn't like. They mixed it all up. They weren't like, here's stuff that you could talk about later this weekend because we're going to announce it tomorrow, and here's stuff you can talk about in 6 months, and here's stuff you can talk about next year. It was instead like they talked about everything and it was all jumbled up. I think that they really should have done is just made it a little bit cleaner, but the basic press event itself, I think was fantastic.
Okay.
Because I went into it not having that much interest in some of their games, and I left it like, yeah, I should be covering Robo Rally. I should seriously consider covering Axis and Allies. And I imagine a lot of other people did too.
The Axis and Ally stuff was like really weird to me because it was like, hey, look, it's the Axis and Ally stuff. Oh, is it new stuff? No, it's the exact same stuff that was printed like years ago. It's just been out of print forever.
They got stuff planned. They got some cool ass stuff planned. I can't say
Don't
anything.
break your non-NDA.
I'm not. I'm just telling you there's exciting Axis and Allies stuff. I'm not gonna just blurt out.
Okay.
Well, I sincerely hope that they take the gameplay that was considered great in the 1980s and modern
Good
it.
game in 1981.
I don't necessarily think
We
that's
played
what they're
the shit
doing.
out of that game.
I think they're just trying to go for that audience by doing cool stuff with it. I don't think it's a.
Is
It's
there
not
an
like-
audience?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm sure there is.
they were talking about some of the bigger Axis and Allied channel. Like they really did a great job telling you why you might.
Is there
wanna
anybody
cover
under
games.
50 interested in Axis and Allies?
I don't know.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I just feel like I'm just being like, is that really the thing these days? I don't know. Axis and Allies was just kind of like a game we played in the
But
90s.
Here's
And
what I'm telling you.
like-
you never finished the game.
Yeah, and
they're
it wasn't that
gonna
fun. I mean, it was like,
announce
eh.
But
They're
there's
going to
that one
announce
kid
something
who
that will
did.
make you potentially consider playing Axis.
But
and
that
Allies,
okay,
I
but
think.
that doesn't mean it's Axis and Allies. I mean, it's Axis and Allies world. It's in the world of World War II, apparently, or some other war.
You know what? I'm just gonna. I'm just.
Yeah, I know. You're not.
Yeah.
You're not. I'm not allowed. You're not allowed to say.
You're
anything.
not allowed.
Either
don't
way,
wanna- It's
kudos
fine.
to
I'll be
Renegade
surprised,
Games.
and I'll
It was a
let you. I'll let
fantastic
you
press
know when I
event.
see it that you were right. Be excited.
Oh, they got so like, oh my gosh! And there was so many things they had to announce too. Like it was really good. It was really good. And then
I'm just
after the
curious
fact,
what the target demographic is for Axis and Allies.
You.
old,
old people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
definitely think it skews to the older side.
I played it when it came out, and it was not. I mean, I'm not interested anymore.
I've
Just
never
me
played.
personally.
Yeah.
Well, there,
Guess there's
there-
people out there that are.
I can see, from what I understand, it's a lighter war game, so I could see it as like a gateway in the heavier war games. Yeah.
So 5 years ago, there was a How to Play Axis and Allies from Geek and Sundry, and it has 1.1 million views. So it's not nothing.
Yeah, big deal. It's a big deal. Not saying it big deal.
Yeah. But like
I-
you were,
I
there's
get
it.
there's a
1.1
whole
million.
generation that don't know anything about it either. Yeah. So
Yeah, it just feels like a tired kind of thing.
And that's what I'm saying. I think some of the stuff they announce is going to help breathe life into it to some people.
Sure.
yeah.
Not everybody, I don't think, but yeah. Either way, I went to like 5 press events and they crushed it, I think. And my buddy Adam went to 3 or 4 of them this weekend with me, and he's been to a couple of them. And he's like, yeah, that felt really good. Like that was really smart.
Who are the big like press events? And
That was the
Fantasy
Fantasy
Flight doesn't
Flight
do.
press
They
event.
do. They do flight reports.
Oh god, the in-flight report. That is such a that was kind of like what Renegade Games was, a bunch of fucking glad handing. Oh, wait for everybody to clap. Well, wait, we're gonna stop talking so you can clap, and then we're gonna talk for about 18 seconds, then you're gonna fucking clap again. And it's like, come on. Just get to it.
Who was clapping though?
The
press
people in the audience. Yeah, they would wait.
I mean, here's the thing: are
They
there
would
really
wait.
press there? Like, who's the press?
For no,
This-
I think
like,
the
what's
Fantasy
press?
Flight in-flight
like,
report was
yeah, like-
more
like
was fans and press. Because I remember after the fact, I
fans
had
and
like
press.
if you were press, you had like a VIP badge, and you could go after the thing to play some of the games. Because I've done it
Like,
before.
where do you guys get your press for games now these days? What do you use? Just curious. Just YouTube videos like from random people, or do you actually have is there like a website you go to or a channel or somebody you follow for press, like news?
What do you mean press? Like just board game news?
Yeah, board game news, whatever. Just curious what you use.
Board Game Geek. I mean,
Yeah.
I hate to be a
besides
show
this,
for you.
I don't think we do a little bit of press. I wouldn't call it that.
What do you? I think you do plenty of press,
didn't-
like in the
Yeah,
forums and whatnot.
we put some game. No, I'm saying like we have one person working on it.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm just wondering, like, outside of that, is there more press?
What's
Which I don't
that?
even know if Eric went to all to these. He didn't say he did.
Was it
I'll hear
IM2B or
from him
whatever?
tomorrow.
There was a website I remember that was really good for stuff like that. Yeah, I don't
Just
really get.
wondering where the news comes from. These
Oh,
days.
Reddit. I use Reddit. That's
Yeah.
where I get a lot of my news. I'll just search for the most popular like once or twice a week.
For me, it'll be YouTube. It's not like to watch it play, guys. They'll run through some stuff. I'll catch that. I don't really watch it play anymore, but different people you'll hear different things through. Yeah, I don't think there's one that's fully dedicated to, the press.
I know there was
Yeah.
that tabletop news Kickstarter. I was wondering if they were there.
I can't wait to see that.
Were they there?
I
Do you
don't know.
Seems
The
like they
lady,
should have been, right? That would have been like a good thing to do on the tabletop news.
the lady that
Wasn't it called
was
tabletop? I can't remember the name. Was it tabletop news or?
the lady that was hosting the Roll of Crit party was the lady from the Tabletop Gaming News. Like she was the face of it.
I'm trying to remember the name.
Yeah, I was wondering. I'm waiting for their 6 videos or whatever they funded. 8 videos, something.
Yeah,
They haven't started on those yet.
I mean, I backed it. I didn't get any. I don't think I got anything
Well,
unless I missed it.
how long does that take to put up a?
I don't know.
the writers are on strike.
The Kickstarter's on strike. They took the money, but they're like on strike now. They can't do anything with it. Sorry.
Be right back.
I haven't gotten any of the backer rewards.
Pre-production. Oh, they're casting. As of August 8th, they're casting.
Okay, I see.
Are they casting in Hollywood? Everybody's on strike.
Yeah, that's why. Our
Not
family
everything.
plays games. I get a lot of news from them. Our family plays games, Scott.
Okay, yeah, that's true. They do news.
You can get away with lots of
Did they
smaller,
go to Gen
small
Con? I don't
productions.
think they did.
I don't think they did. I think they went to PACCon. No, it was another con. They did go to a
They
con.
did.
Though.
Yeah, something.
I can't remember what the name of the con was.
I don't
Just
think
wondering where
there's.
people get their board game news from.
I don't think there's nearly enough board game news that really. I don't know.
Is board game news interesting?
Sometimes
Like, I just want to know when the games come out.
I think it's interesting when like a video game becomes a board game, or when they have like big IPs or crossovers. Or...
Mhm.
I think there's a lane.
I
But
just
I
wonder
don't
if
know.
there's an audience for board game news.
Well, as far as games coming out, I listen to Grant a lot. He does retail. The games coming out to retail this month.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah.
And he does another one. I can't remember what the other one was, but it's similar. Yeah. That was. I think Chad's used to. Again, I don't watch it played much, but I think there's somebody on his crew that does something similar to that.
They do a
Yeah.
news show.
Yeah. I don't watch the big guys anymore because it's the same shit over and over,
Like, who are the big guys?
Rodney, Tom.
That's right.
Rich-
Tom does news too.
Yeah. Rado, I don't watch him. Van versus Meeple, basically.
Oh my gosh. Can we talk football just for a split second? It's really good. It's really good.
Go ahead.
Chad Ochocinco, very popular and famous wide receiver, most
Remember
famously
him.
for the Cincinnati Bengals.
Yeah.
Used to take Viagra 4 games, was a secret to playing great as of 7 hours ago on the Pat McAfee show.
That's awesome.
That is awesome.
Really?
Yeah,
He was ready to play.
he's ready for anything. Okay, that's enough sports, but that's a good one. It's
I
also
started
Madison.
watching the Hard Knocks last night. The
the-
Jets.
Oh,
It's-
is that
the
on
Jets.
now? Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
it's on.
excited. I want to
First
see what Aaron
episode.
Rodgers is like. I'm excited.
He's interesting. I mean, they've cast him in a very soft. He's very like pleasant.
We'll see what happens if they start losing.
Not what I
though.
kind of remember when he
Yeah.
was his angry guy. He was very kind. He was very nice.
He's on camera. Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah.
watch that with
I'm sure he'll do.
my wife.
I'm
We
sure
like
he'll
that
take him
show
to
a
the
lot.
Super Bowl. Maybe that'd be awesome. I kind of want him to go to the Super Bowl now.
I watched that the second season of that Lakers thing.
That looked good.
With Magic Johnson. That started
right, yeah, like
the
Dream
first
Time
episode.
or something like that.
Yeah,
Winning Time. I don't
winning
remember.
time.
That's
That's it. Yeah, I enjoyed the first season. The second one, the first episode of the second season just came out.
Went and saw Barbie with my wife last night.
Yeah, I watched
Oh,
it.
Yeah, we
okay.
saw that a couple
Yeah,
weeks.
that was great.
Yeah,
I liked it a lot better than I thought I would.
Nice.
Yeah.
I thought I would like it, and I was confirmed that I liked it.
I loved Will Ferrell in it.
I had no expectations going in. It was better than I
It's some
thought
good
it would
stuff.
be. Yeah,
Yeah. But apparently they're planning like a whole Mattel cinematic universe. Like they have like
sure they are.
They
I
have,
was
like-
wondering about the
It made $1 billion.
aspects of the the commercialism part of it. Where does it because it does have a message. There's a message in that movie, by the way.
Yeah, there is.
Oh,
there
yeah.
It's a
is.
very
my wife said she nearly
interesting
cried
message.
during one of the
Yeah, I mean
one
it's
of the big
definitely
monologues.
it's an intense thing.
Eh.
But the cinematic universe is supposed to include like Magic 8 Ball and Uno and Polly Pocket and like Hot Wheels. And I'm just like, how is this all gonna work?
Uno.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Uno is one of them.
I can see it.
Uno-
I can
Mattel's
see it
Uno, right?
happen. Toys.
Is it Mattel?
The
Is
Toy
Mattel
Story,
Uno?
rather. The Toy Story hit real big, and they didn't license all that. I can see that happening. Yeah, maybe not live action, but yeah.
Let's see. After Barbie, Mattel's cinematic universe is ready with 14 movies, including the Magic 8 Ball, Uno, Barbie, Polly Pocket, Hot Wheels, Rock'em Sock'em Robots, American Girl, Masters of the Universe, Major Matt Mason, Wishbone, Thomas and Friends, Viewmaster, and the Christmas Balloon. So let's just be realistic. Half of those are never going to happen because
Yeah.
movie 3 or 4 is not going to do nearly as good. But it'll be interesting to see like what they do next. I think Barney's the next one that's really like further along the process, if I recall correctly.
Barney?
Ooh, JJ Abrams is doing the Hot Wheels movie.
Oh,
sweet.
that's the end of this franchise.
Be some lens flare.
So weird YouTube channels that I watch. It's called Secret Base, and they were like, when they started off, it was just a guy that was doing like sports documentaries by himself. And then if I remember correctly, like ESPN caught wind of them, and then they started funding them and stuff like that. And so now it's like 3 or 4 people, and they do a ton of things. They've done they're doing a like every year they do like a tortured franchise.
Oh, I like that channel. Yeah.
And then they did one for the Atlanta Falcons, they did one for the Seattle Mariners, and now they're doing one for the Minnesota Vikings. And it's just like, and so they did one, they've done 2 of them so far. There's gonna be 7 of them. Every week they're releasing a new one. 2 weeks ago, it was like the Minnesota Vikings in the 60s. The Minnesota Vikings, like one of the things they say is the Minnesota Vikings are like they do stats and graphs, and they say the Minnesota Vikings are as far as like the win-loss differentials go, they have the 3rd best win-loss differential in the NFL of all time, like trailing only the Cowboys and the Pittsburgh Steelers. No Super Bowls. Just like,
I see.
yeah. So I have been watching that, and it definitely is.
Did you watch Quarterback, Lance? I heard that was pretty
I've
good.
watched about half of it. I just, I'm watching with my wife, so it's like, making sure
What's
we have time.
quarterback?
It was the Netflix show that follows Patrick Mahomes, Kirk Cousins, and Marcus Mariota last
Yeah.
year.
Man, he is such a third wheel there. Like Marcus
Marcus
Mariota.
Mariota?
Well, I
he
mean,
was supposed.
one of them's like one of the richest, like he's got one of the biggest contracts of all time. One of them's arguably the best quarterback that we've seen since Tom Brady, ever. Like he's in the conversation of like potentially being one of the greatest ever. And then Marcus Mariota, who's pretty much a journeyman, first round bust. It's really
That'd
interesting.
be interesting to just see the differences.
Yeah. Yeah. I've watched some of the interviews. I haven't seen the show yet, but it is.
So yeah, I don't know.
Do you like Kirk Cousins, Lance?
I mean, who else is going to throw for us?
What else are you gonna get? Who else are you gonna
Yeah, I mean, who else? I mean,
No one's gonna-
honestly,
I think
it's-
Teddy
it's-
Bridgewater didn't get signed anywhere.
No,
Go
I mean,
pick up old Teddy.
It's one of those things where it's like, what else are you gonna do, right? I mean, it's just, I mean, and he's obviously talented. I mean, Patrick Mahomes. I saw an interview, and Patrick Mahomes says that he is the most, like he was in the impression that Kirk Cousins is like, in a lot of, like, he is the most talented quarterback that nobody knows about. He just talks about him as like, he talks very glowingly about him. No, I don't know. I mean, there's times when he rarely has a clunker of a game. That's the only thing that drives me crazy about him, is that like it's just like little tiny things that he doesn't do. And then you're like, what are you doing? I mean, like how we ended the season last year. I mean, it was like, oh, okay, it's 4th down. We need 9 yards or else we're out of this. Okay. Why'd you throw it 3 yards to a guy that's got 2 people in front of him to end the season? I mean, it's like literally like you have to get a first down here. Why did you do a check down for 3 yards away? I mean,
But then you also get the greatest comeback in the history of the NFL against the Colts. I mean,
well, no, I mean, we had that game. We had the Buffalo
Yeah.
Bills game, which was just insanity. The Buffalo Bills game was absolute insanity. I've never. I mean, the fact that we won that game was just beyond the beyond. And then, the Colts game was obviously. I mean, I don't know.
Tom Brady
Man.
playing this year or no?
I don't think
What-
so.
He
Not unless
retired
somebody
again?
gets injured, like in preseason. I'm pretty sure he's like retired.
Who isn't playing?
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady.
Oh no, he's done.
I think if everyone in, I feel like if the starter in Las Vegas got injured, he'd come out. Like I feel like there's a starter that where there's no clear second backup for a good team came, I could see him coming back. I mean, he doesn't have to appease his wife anymore, As bad as that sounds.
Did they actually end up splitting up?
Yeah, they got a divorce
Was that related to the
directly.
crypto
He wanted-
thing?
No, I'm pretty sure that's because she didn't want him to play football and spend more time with his family, and he was
Oh, I
like,
thought it was a crypto thing, maybe.
I don't think so. I think it's just she
Is
wanted
there
him to
anything
retire.
to that crypto thing? Is that still happening?
Crypto. Oh yeah, crypto's big. Crypto's big.
I mean,
You
but-
throw a lot of money at
no,
it.
the law-
Hey, how are your NFTs
Oh,
going,
the
though?
Pellicore Bandit. Jesus,
How are the
put some
Pellicore
respect.
Bandits?
I'll
Can you even
check. I
access
haven't
them?
checked it in months. Let's go
Can you
get.
even access them?
Go check it out.
Oh my
Check
god,
it
they're
out.
worth 5 more cents.
By the way, did anyone happen to see this last weekend at the box office? There were 4 movies that made over $25 million. That's pretty good.
Hollywood's back. Hollywood's
Pretty
back.
good. Oh, that's in the United States of America too, where it matters.
Which movies?
The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, Oppenheimer, Barbie, and then the Meg 2.
The Meg 2.
There's a Meg 2?
sequel?
There is, yeah, it's actually doing
Oh,
pretty good. I think it made
God.
like 30 million or something.
That doesn't surprise me.
Didn't
'cause
you see him? He's like Jason Statham's riding like a what is
I've
it?
not
Like
seen
I can't
anything
even tell you,
like
like
Meg 2.
he's riding like the top of a wave, and he's got a sword in his hand. He's coming down to attack the.
Are you being serious right now?
I am being absolutely serious. Watch the trailer.
He's what? He's riding the back of what?
Jason Statham.
Jason Statham, he's like on top of a wave, and I think he's on like a knee board or something. And like
Sounds right.
literally the shark's coming. You can see it in the trailer.
They went
Literally
Fast and
jumps the
Furious
shark.
already. Or the second movie, they went Fast and
25
Furious.
billion for that?
He's on like a wave runner or something.
Hey,
It was. It doesn't surprise me. Like I said.
Oh yeah, he's kicking.
Oh yeah, all the
sharks,
none of the previews looked interesting to me at all.
I only seen two.
They're all it's a bunch of superhero shit and like
Yeah.
the color purple actually it looks I would watch that.
They're making that again?
The remake.
Yeah, I
Oh,
don't.
interesting.
I don't know if I would. I enjoyed the first one. I don't know as much as you can enjoy it. Yeah.
The blue beetle thing looks not good. Looks too kiddie
Nah.
for me. I mean, I like the idea of the blue beetle or whatever, but because it's like Greatest American Hero,
Are they remaking
Yeah.
right?
Beetlejuice?
He finds he gets the suit power and he just doesn't know how to control it.
I feel like they just dropped that. Like I just saw the trailer before Barbie, and it's like, oh, that's coming out next week. I feel like DC really didn't.
Yeah, they're probably done. I mean, you know, the Flash was still pretty bad.
Yeah.
Well, I
Like,
wonder
it's
if it
a
also
big
has to do
loser.
with the actors' strike too, because I know they can't even like.
Well, the actors can't promote it, but the studios certainly could.
Yeah.
It's a good
No,
point.
they're not going to use the actors, but they can do other things.
Well, it depends. There's technicalities to that. Like
Oh, is
Ice Cube and Seth are promoting because they're producers or
There you go.
you know,
There's-
directors and
there's-
producers.
Oh wow, yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
He's on a
there's-
wave
there's-
runner or something.
He's on a wave runner, and he's
Is he got a javelin?
I think it's like a spear.
It's a
or something.
harpoon.
Spear. Oh yeah,
At
harpoon.
sea, it's a
Yeah.
harpoon. Okay.
That looks looks
Yeah.
totally real.
Yeah, I mean he's.
Oh, hit play.
Hold on, I'll back up.
Or did you just pause it? Oh,
Just pause
oh,
it.
geez.
Is that me?
Oh wow,
Oh,
that looks
that's
so real.
awesome. Yeah,
Yeah,
That was such great effects there. Oh,
there you go.
The shark looks really real.
Meg 2.
Oh, there's no more Pellicore Bandits available anymore.
There's 3 of
You
them.
did it. You bought them out.
You bought
Here
them
you go.
out.
Now here's the here's where he kicks a shark in the nose. Here, look at this. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that'll work.
That'll do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll stop it.
Gigantic thing like that.
You definitely noticed that.
Well, yeah, since
Yeah.
there's 3 of them now.
I saw that. Oh wow.
There's 3 megs.
Oh. Oh. Oh my gosh. Shark movies, man.
They
Oh,
always sell,
sorry.
even the bad ones.
Why are they showing so many of that?
There's an octopus.
Yeah, I mean, there's an
The
octopus.
shark
Kraken?
eats this person, and the shark eats that person. Guess what? Shark eats that one too.
Yep.
That's
So,
the
yeah.
trailer.
So how many? What are your Pellicore Bandits worth now?
I'm getting it. They
They're off the market.
they actually really did a really nice job on this website. It's really
I
nice.
bet.
I'm serious. Pellicore Bandit. I got 3,342 of them. There is 1.7 million of them on the market, and they are currently
They're
sitting.
rare.
Ooh, the price is not gone up at all. It's settling down at the bottom before it rises.
I like how you
It's
said
gonna peak any day now.
the best was
Any day.
You
Any second
just
for
said,
us.
"Oh, what did you spend on them? How much?
I
did you buy 'em
spent
for?
at most, I believe it was
$500 or something?
3 cents per.
What are
now
they
they're
worth
sitting-
now?
Right now they're sitting at 1 cent, respectable.
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 And you know what? I actually have a whole bunch of credits banked up, so it sounds like I should buy a whole bunch more right now with those extra credits.
You said there wasn't any more for sale.
No. There's no more. Let me rephrase that. They're never making any more. You can
Oh,
buy them from other people.
Sell. Cut your
If you
horse.
say
Put
so.
them up for sale.
Yeah.
What's the price? 5 cents?
1 cent a pop.
Oh, 1 cent.
1.11
cents.
cent.
How many do you have?
I have 3,411, but that number's not quite correct.
3,000 pennies you've got.
No. God, because some of these they're different levels. They're different
Oh.
levels. Let's see how much is a level 10. So level 10,
It's like $1.
Nah, the cheapest one you can buy, it's around looks like $3. Yeah, $3.
Gold.
Hey, it's a start. It's only room to grow.
Please tell me that if it ever gets back up to 3 cents, you'll just get rid of them all so you can.
Are you kidding me? I'm a hodl.
He's gonna wait till 4 cents.
I'm
Is it
waiting till
hodl?
that. Oh yeah, I got a hodl.
Diamond
Oh, did you
hands,
see the
baby.
preview for that guy, the GameStop movie? The
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
there, it looks so good. Actually, that was the
Yeah.
one movie I did want to see. And look, I'll call it purple. And
Oh,
the
Purple.
To the Moon, or what's it called? Like
To the moon?
it's called To the Moon.
I don't know.
That's not what it's called, is it?
What's it about, Scott?
GameStop. GameStop.
Oh, that one.
I don't
It's
know.
a
It's Paul Dano.
Paul Dano. What is it called?
It looks really good. I remember. Yeah, I think it is. Might be To the Moon. Seth Rogen. Yeah, it looks really good. The guy from Parks and Recs. Ron Swanson.
I mean, there's a lot of people in it. Dumb money,
Yep.
not To the Moon. I don't know where I got that.
Diamond hands, baby. Diamond hands.
Diamond hands. Total.
Well,
Well, I'm glad you guys had a good Gen Con. Sounds like it was really fun.
yeah,
I
Gen
had a
Con,
blast.
Gen
Everybody
Con
made
came
lots
and
of money.
went.
Seemed very successful all around. Was there any sad stories at all? I mean, not that I care about sad
It was
stories.
that one dinner that was pretty sad. The food was sad.
Subway.
No,
Oh, not Subway.
I was gonna say I had a great Subway.
no.
Oh
when I
yeah,
was-
you were there for the
Yeah.
I ordered hot pepper like 50 minutes ago. Yes, you did.
Hey, Kamikaze Studios is in the chat.
there's literally one
They make
table
beats.
in the whole place, and there was a bartender and a waitress, and we still got bad service. It was
Yeah, that's
amazing.
what I heard. Yeah. How was your Gen Con, Evan? You didn't really talk.
I had a blast, man. Like for me at this point, I just like go. It's like I'm a home away from home, just visiting friends and seeing people and hanging out, and I had a great time. I did two different nights of karaoke. Saw some fire dancing.
Fire
I don't
dancing.
know, just hung out, did a quick little interview, game demo thing.
Were you
It was just a
pitching?
blast. Well, I did, but I am like the week before Gen Con, I'm in the process of signing the 2 games that I was pushing the hardest. So I kind of had to just like grab some stuff off my shelf and bring those to pitch at Gen Con. And we did a little speed pitching event, dropped off some sell sheets and shook some hands. And that was a lot of fun. Who knows if anything will come out of it, but I had a good time.
Play any games or just
Not very
socialize?
many at all. Gen Con is so busy and crazy that I didn't get a ton of games played, but I did sit down with the Sutherlands.
Yep.
And we got to play part of a game of Sushi Boat. And we played Get On Board Paris with Laney and
That's a new one.
yeah, that's the new one. Laney and what's the guy with the beard? I don't remember.
Steven. Oh, Michael. John.
Maybe John.
J-
No, Mike.
John
Not
and
Michael. Yeah, John.
John.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
He has a beard. I don't know.
There's a lot
but
of
yeah, we played-
beards.
There's a lot of beards. But we played that game. It was a lot of fun,
Well, we shipped back 30 boxes. No
So
games
did you?
for the BGG library.
Yeah, there was a lot of good games.
I was really stunned at how much games were there. I guess that the year makes a big difference. Because last year I think we had half that.
right,
There was half that available.
right. Probably because of just shipping and
Yeah, people just didn't have the stuff. So
Yep. that makes sense. Oh yeah, there was a lot of games that came out. Tons of games. No, I had a blast.
cool.
Even, I saw a gajillion people in there, and there was like another gajillion people that I just never even ran into and didn't see.
Was COVID there? I mean, like have people reported
I
getting
think
Lenny
one or
got
two
COVID.
people-
Unfortunately got COVID.
Did
Yeah, I
you?
saw a couple people in
Yeah.
the Facebook group, but not many.
I think a couple people, but there was no like big outbreak or anything.
With my
like
luck,
that.
I probably would have got it again.
Ah,
Nah, this guy think you're good.
I'm
You
good for
gotta-
a couple months.
Yeah, I think you're good for a
I got
couple
the
months.
antibodies.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
I think you
Yeah.
got
For
a
me,
few
it's-
I
months.
still don't want it.
It's always some guy on the plane who's like sitting right behind me going, yeah,
Oh, man.
I coughed in my mask the whole way home.
but at least you had a mask on.
Yeah, I know. I was like, oh, at least I'm not spreading it because I'm
Right,
probably,
yeah.
Yeah,
I'm always thinking about other people.
Yeah. Well, it's because you're a considerate
Yeah,
human being.
because human beings.
That'll be your undoing.
That'll be your downfall.
so.
Yeah.
Your
I
faith
felt
in your
weird.
friends
Anyway,
is yours.
I had to go to the doctor yesterday, and I felt weird. I smoked a joint before I went in, but it was harsh, so it was tickling the back of my throat, and I kept coughing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm not sick, I swear. yeah.
They're like, no, I just smoked a bad joint.
Yeah.
What do your doctors think about that? I mean, they're fine with that, right? You're prescribed.
He has no choice. It's like,
They don't say anything about it as far as like a health thing.
nah, he's actually interested in it, because it's still kind of new to Delaware. You know, it's only been around 5 or 6 years. But they're definitely afraid to touch narcotics right now in Delaware.
Sure.
You know,
Yeah, no painkillers or nothing.
Yeah.
I don't really ask for him, but if I did ask him, he'd give it to me. You know, I don't, because he knew what I was on. You know, and he's actually surprised that me just smoking the weed as much I did replaces how much of the opioids I
Well,
was
does he
on.
know how much sweet weed you're smoking?
Yeah, I tell him. how
Oh,
much.
I'm just messing with you. But
In the beginning, he knew it was a lot more in the beginning. Like I was smoking at least an ounce a month.
is that a lot?
For me, yeah. Now I'm down to,
How much is an ounce, like physically?
hold on.
No,
You
no,
got
no,
it,
no,
Nancy.
no.
I don't know, are you allowed to do that on
no,
YouTube?
No, no, Barry, no.
4 of these is a half ounce, so double that. 8 of these. This is an eighth.
4 of those in a half ounce.
That's an eighth.
So 8 of those
Is an ounce.
would
Yeah.
go through.
And
How
it
many-
would come
how many-
down to, I could
how many-
fit a quarter in that, so 4 of these.
How many pipes?
How many pipes?
Pipes of 8 packs of those.
Oh, geez, hundreds, Scott. I mean, these are one hitters, but if I rolled them out, they'd probably be
So like
dozens of joints. You
100?
know, dozens, I'd say.
dozens. Like
Depending
50?
on, yeah, it depends on how big of a joint.
Just curious
You know, but
what
yeah,
the quantities were.
yeah, it depends. I do this because I'm not looking to get high. It's just trying to maintain pain.
Not looking at that. Do you
I'm
get
not
anything
really
off of it?
not-
I mean, you obviously have.
Yeah,
I'm sure there's something.
I get really fucked up sometimes on it. It's just like one thing I can't do is get consistent strain here sometimes. So I smoke something and it's like double what
Too
I'm
strong.
used to, and it's just I'm on the couch. You know,
Is that such a bad thing?
nah, not necessarily.
Yeah,
It's
it's
not.
whatever.
Yeah.
I sometimes feel like I want to go lay down on the couch,
Yeah.
especially after this week, past week. All right. Well, I got to tell you guys what's going on.
Yeah.
We have to wrap up.
Oh yeah. Let's hear
I
the
also
goodies.
have one thing I want to ask people about too.
All right, we'll go. Well. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Blah blah blah. Be back next week.
Blah, blah,
Oh,
blah.
we're done?
Yeah,
Damn
because
it.
all
I
these
mean, you
guys
guys
to
can keep
share.
talking. I mean, here's the thing: you guys can keep talking. I just gotta go.
No.
I'm coming to my
should go
limit
bed.
here.
I'm
I
tired.
have to get back to my normal hour.
Yeah.
I understand,
Treat
but
your
you have,
body
you, have,
nice.
you have something to share offline. So
Yeah, I mean, if you're curious, I mean, it's
I'm-
not,
I'm super
it's not
curious.
earth shattering or anything.
Well, I hope.
Shatter my
Well,
earth.
I'm sure you
everybody,
will.
if the
I mean,
earth
it's not that
shatters,
exciting.
if the earth shatters
was always
after we,
It's not. It's really not.